Hi there, crafty friend. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to day 4 of my Mediterranean summer stamp camp. Today's project, we're back to the Keeping Tabs bundle, and I have a really fun project for you today. It's another note card size, but it opens up like this, so we have a wrapper for the card, and on the inside, ta-da, we have actually a little pocket for holding a gift card. And as you can see, we'll be using the punch for that, and just for like of a gift card right there. So this would, you could prepare this and have this little tag on, have some mini glue dots on there, and then it's ready to go whenever you need it. And it's a pretty snug fit. And then also my gift card, I think this one, it's not 100% a gift card, so it's going to be a tight fit, but it does fit. So I think this was kind of on a block or something, on a in a pad. That's why it has a little bit of a weird edge here. So I think that's kind of making it difficult. Anyways, without further ado, let me show you how to make this cute little card. And okay, I'll leave this open. So let's start on the inside. So I have my note card here that is 5 by 7, scored and folded at 3.5. And let's just give that a good fold there. And then I have a piece of basic white cardstock here. Let's see, I hope that's in focus. That is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I scored it on 3 sides, on 2 of the long sides at 1/4 inch, and on the bottom, I don't know if you can see that, maybe if I hold it like this, and then also on the bottom at 1/4. So, but oh, I forgot to mention, so if this is your first time watching, don't worry about writing down any of the measurements or which items I used. I have all those details in the video description. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I want to cut out my little corners here so I can actually fold and glue down my pocket. So I'm just cutting them a little bit at an angle. So there's these 2 little square pieces from the scoring. Okay, so that's that. And then I'll bring back my fold folder and fold it on one side and on the other, and then on the bottom. All right, and then if you want to, you can make a little notch here. That's what I did on my card sample. I don't know if you can see that. I have a little bit of a, let me slide that down so you can see it's a little bit of a cutout there. And I used another punch. Oh, hold on, not that one. You could use that too. But I used our heartfelt hexagon punch. And if you want to, you can measure it at the middle here, but I'm just going to eyeball it for a second. Well, and you want to do this before you fold. So anyways, so we're just going to slide that in the middle. You really don't need much, so really just a little bit. And you can also use a circle punch, would work well. So any kind of maybe curved label you have. So there you go. And now we're going to glue that to the inside. And the reason we're doing the pocket first is because of our belly band and making sure that everything fits. All right, so now I'm going to be using some liquid glue. If you wanted to, you could also use tear and tape, but you probably would have to fold it over because I think it's just at a 1/4 inch wide. So I'm just putting a little bit of liquid glue all around. Okay, and now this is a little bit the tricky part. So the way I like to do it, I place it about where I want it. So down here. So make sure you're somewhat in the middle of where you want it. And I'll just hold it down for a second just so that bottom flap that adhesive can grab. And then just carefully, you might get a little bit of glue on your fingers. But that's okay. As a paper crafter, you can't avoid that. So I'm just kind of tucking it in there. Okay, so I'll bring that side down. Might have to wiggle that a little bit into place. Oop. And bring that side down as well. Since we're using liquid glue, I can still push it around a little bit to see if that's straight. All right, yeah, looks good. So there's our little pocket, and now we can decorate it a little bit. So I did a little bit of die cutting beforehand, otherwise this would have taken a little bit too long with, you know, showing you how to make that little pocket. So I have this larger piece die cut from old Olive Cardstock with the Citrus Blooms bundle, or I should say the Citrus Blooms dies. So, and then I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive here on a few spots, if it will come out. So, just a few dots here and there. So you definitely don't want to squeeze too hard on that bottle. I think that's enough. So just a little bit of adhesive there. Because what I wanted to do was, I don't want to say that the card front is boring. It's definitely not. But to have even more of a wow effect, I thought this would be a really cool die cut piece to put there on the inside. Oh, well, you want to make sure that you're not poking out of your card there. All right, so, and then I'm not going to be using any dimensionals. Let me just make some room here. I'm not going to use any dimensionals because that card is already going to be a little bit bulky because of the gift card inside. So let me see. So I put a large one over here. And oh, well, maybe I should mention. So I cut these out. As you can see, these are actually just cut out with scissors. It was quicker when I was preparing my card kit with scissors, with our paper snips. But of course, you can also go ahead and die cut these with the Citrus Blooms dies. They would work as well. So let's see, I'll put that one here. And one more of the larger ones. Put that here. And then another die in that set, and those Citrus Blooms dies are the set of like really tiny blossoms, I guess. So, but this is where I need to bring in my, let me put that aside, my silicone sheet. Again, a little bit of glue there. You've seen me do that quite a few times now. And I'll just dab my little flower, and I put one right here. And then I gotta make sure they're the right way. Sometimes you can, it's hard to tell actually which way your die is supposed to go. So then I'll put one right there, and I'll put one down here. So just to have a little bit of an extra effect there. And I don't know, maybe I didn't put enough glue down there. So let me fix that if I can. So gently, whoop, very gently bend your paper there a little bit, and then tap, 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 tap. So, and we're going to leave that be for a minute or two here. So I'll just put that aside because now we're going to do our stamping. So I'm going to close that. All right, so what do we need? We're going to need our tab. We need some old olive. And I'm going to stamp this one 2 times. Not too close together. I have to remember that. Looks like I need to re-ink my old olive. It's time, because we're coming up to Christmas season, at least for us card makers, right? And I really love old olive on my Christmas cards. It is one of my all-time favorite colors, but definitely for Christmas. And then I'm also stamping some sentiments in early espresso. So let's get that out of the way. So on one of these, let's see, that one's going to be hidden, so I'll stamp my For You for the inside. I'll stamp that on this one. Oh, there's a lot of reflection going on right now for me. Okay, looks good. And then on the other one, I'm going to stamp my Happy Birthday for the outside, since we got everything ready for stamping. And so all of these fun sentiments in that Keeping Tab stamp set fit into these tags, or in these shapes. Oh no. All right, so I was talking and I smudged it a little bit, so we got to do that again. Let me grab, let's see if I can quickly grab some extra basic white. I just need a little bit. I don't need the whole thing, since I don't need that part. So let's see here. Is that going to work? No, that's going to be better. So, all right, let's get that out of the way. So again, back to old olive. And again, I just need the bottom, so I don't have to worry about the rest. Well, not the bottom. I need the label part. So just gonna stamp that there, because I was gonna cut that off anyway for the card front. All right, and let's try that again, huh? With the Happy Birthday. If we're doing it right. Okay, focus for a second and stamp. Oh, much better, much better. So now I can actually use that card after I put it together. So, all right. Let's get that out of the way. Bringing in my Keeping Tabs punch. Oop. So let's see here, this way. And now I just have to line it up for the actual label that I want on the outside. Oh. And I'll just cut the rest off. And then I need my For You on the inside. So lining that up. That looks good. Alright. I have to put my punches down. I know I'm going to knock them over and then it's going to make all that noise. Alright, so this one, For You, can stay. So like I said, I would probably just put some glue dots here in the middle from my, from card making kids. If you have these mini glue dots that are actually coming on a sheet, not on the roll. So I would probably just put some of them on here, like 2 or 3, and leave the other side of the backing sheet on it so that I can just use it whenever I need to. So we'll put that over here. And yes, you could make little cute, name tags for placemats and stuff for Christmas. Again, it's gonna be here soon, or Thanksgiving. Ooh, I think that would look really fun. Alright, so again, we're going to snip this off so we have our label. I really love, I didn't expect it until I really started designing with this bundle, the keeping tabs, but I really love how versatile it is. Alright, so now let's get to the final part. Now I have to see, okay, so this is my actual card sample. Okay, so, and this would get tucked, I would tuck this in here so I don't lose it. I know it's there. And now I'm going to close my card. So now the last few pieces that I have. This is the early Espresso Cardstock that is I think a full length, yeah, 8.5 by 1 inch. And I'm not scoring this because what I like to do is, it doesn't really matter as long as you're straight on your card base. So close your card, and I'm going to just, well, you see, this is where grid paper comes in handy. So just line up your card and then just, you know, pick any thicker line on your grid paper and then just fold over and whoops, fold over. Okay, so now just put it in the place where you actually want it with your gift card. So don't make it too tight. Leave it a little bit of wiggle room there. But well, I want it to be a little bit quicker right now. So let's see, about that much. So I'm just going to put some Stampin' Seal down. You can also, of course, use Stampin' Seal Plus. So just putting that there. And I'm just going to fold that over. Like I said, don't make it too tight because you still want to be able to move it. If you want to make them ahead of time and then just put the gift card in when you're ready. Alright, so, but what we can do is we can put our label here. So I have the second largest Country Corners dies from old Olive Cardstock, and then I went ahead and I embossed it with our Cane Weave 3D embossing folder, just to give it a little bit of more, you know, interest. And so what I'm going to do is put my adhesive right in the middle. Again, if you have grid paper ready to go, kind of find your middle there. So that seems to be the middle. And just put a little bit of adhesive. Try and stay within your 1 inch there, because that's the width of your belly band. And so we're going to put that down. If you want to, you could try and, you know, you can most certainly do dimensionals on the outside if you want to do that. All right, so, and there we go. We can still position it a little bit before we push it down. All right, now making sure that I didn't glue it down to my card. Looks good. And now I just went ahead and there are these gorgeous watercolored lemons in the paper as well, on the Mediterranean Blooms paper. So again, I'm not going to use dimensionals. I mean, this is most likely not a card that I would mail. I like to actually put gift cards with, you know, some, I don't know, maybe some sweet treat, some home-baked cookies or something like that. So I would hand it over in person. Again, if you want to mail them, I would definitely try and keep them flat. All right, so just a little bit of adhesive there. And let's see, I put it like this. Did I have it hang over? Yeah, a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm talking about not using dimensionals, but I actually did for my label. So for the last piece, we're going to do some dimensionals here. Just 1, 2, and oh, let's use that up, those edges. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, come on. And that goes down here on our larger label. Try and line that up in the middle. All right, there we go. So, and then for some finishing touches, let's see here. I have some lemon lolly baker's twine. So, mini glue dot. And then I want to put on some of the opal rounds that are also part of the Mediterranean Blooms suite. So let's see. I don't like using scissors for that. I'll take your pick tool. So I'll use one down here, and then I put a small one here on my lemon, and then a small one just right. Let's see, over here. Oh, we'll put it there. All right, and there we go. Project, I'll leave that open so you can actually see it. Project number 4, a really cute gift card holder with a little bit of a wow effect on the inside. And yeah, so they're really not that difficult to make. And if you just prepare your pieces, and I mean, you can switch this out with, you can make it in, you know, with the oranges in the Mediterranean Blooms Designer Series paper. You can take all the bits and pieces, just switch out the colors and put, I don't know, some poinsettias or something like that for Christmas on here. So really a great idea all year round with this bundle. And yeah, and then whatever other stamp you want to use and put on here, then it's just up to the colors that you want to use. So yeah, that was project number 4, or day number 4 of our stamp camp. I'll be back tomorrow with another fun card idea featuring the Citrus Blooms bundle. Here's a little sneak peek. And if you've missed the previous days, you can hop back to my YouTube channel, or you can just click right there for day number 3's project.